What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the new Minecraft Pale Gardens update. If you've been counting down the minutes until you could test some of the unsettling features from our fourth game drop, I have good news for you. Today is that day for Java players, and it's coming really soon for the Bedrock players too. Of course it launched. This video is late, but okay. Luckily, I'm not scared of anything, so I'll be your guide as we take a deeper dive into the eerie new features revealed at Minecraft Live. Let's go, brave explorers. Revealed at Minecraft Live, the Pale Gardens is a new mysterious biome coming to the overworld. Animal mobs won't spawn there, but step inside and you'll discover groves of pale oak trees, curtains of hanging moss, and a startling new foe that calls this unsettling setting home. The creaking. Wait, did you hear that? I'm sure it was nothing. There are lots of pale oak trees in the Pale Garden, but there is also one sneaky mob that tries to disguise itself as a tree. The creaking is actually a startling new foe that will stand completely motionless when spotted by a player. Look away is another story though, as this unsettling mob is surprisingly fast and unsurprisingly dangerous. Okay, maybe I lied a bit when I said I wasn't scared, but at least I have my trusty sword with me after all. What mob can't be killed with a good enchanted sword? As it turns out, a creaking can't be defeated by attacking it directly, so don't ask me how I discovered this, or if I'm okay. I'm definitely not. The only way to defeat a creaking is to find its creaking heart, and believe me, they're not easy to find when you're running for your hearts. They're not that easy to find when you're running for your hearts. Though a dense pale garden, while creaking hearts might look like wood, these are actually living blocks, and they hide a secret that you'll want to uncover much more quickly than I did. But it's not all panicked running, screaming, and button mashing in the Pale Garden. Visit during the daytime, and there's nothing to stop you peacefully bring a slice of it back to your base. With the pale oak wood set, craft boats, fences, trapdoors, and more from this silvery white new wood block. You might want to leave that creaking heart behind though. Phew, okay, our tour is almost over, and I still have a few hearts left. So let's talk about the pale moss. It's found in the Pale Garden. Pale moss is a white moss variant that can cover nearby blocks and be spread using bone meal. I think you'll be gathering some up to use as carpet for my greenhouse. Yippee! If an eerily quiet biome and a mob that chases you when aren't looking isn't enough to get your heart pounding, then what about all of these spiderweb like vines everywhere? These dripping curtains are actually a new block called hanging pale moss, and they can be mined using shears or a tool enchanted with silk touch. You can test these features by enabling snapshots for Minecraft Java Edition. They will be available for testing in Bedrock Edition Previews Beta soon. To install a snapshot, open the Minecraft launcher and enable snapshots in the Installations tab. These features are all still in development, which means that details outlined above might change as we iterate on them. So then why have we released them into testing? Because we want your feedback. Send your thoughts here and report and report bugs at bugsmojang.com. Or rather, I made it you're likely reading this from the comfort of your screen, safe from creakings and all the other hostile mobs that spawn in the Pale Garden after night falls. Oh no, is that the sun setting again? I'd better get out of here. Test the new features today in Java Edition Snapshot and keep your eyes peeled on our Bedrock change logs for when these features are coming to Bedrock preview and beta. So this message was pretty old. It was from 2 October 2024. Okay, so not that old, but let's continue our discussion. News of the eerie new biome has been spreading across Minecraft.net for weeks, and now we're getting reports that this biome and its mysterious are playable Minecraft Bedrock and Java Edition today. The Garden Awakens drop has landed, meaning players the world over will be able to explore this eerie new biome, meet the creaking, uncover the secrets of the creaking heart, build with new blocks, row away in pale oak bots, trim armor with resin, decorate their base with hanging moss and more. But first, this special broadcast direct from the Pale Garden. Oh dear, that was a bit ominous, wasn't it? Now, luckily, I'm a professional investigate Minecrafter, and I take my investigations very seriously. So I'm not going to let something like a thrilling trailer stop me from stepping into the Pale Garden myself and putting an end to all the speculation about creakings in the night. The first thing I can confirm, dear reader, is that the Pale Garden is definitely pale, filled with pale oak trees and veiled in pale hanging moss. This entire biome looks like some turned the saturation on my screen down to single digits, but unlike the reports coming in that something troublesome lurks in the Pale Garden, I've found no mobs at all. I've been collecting pale oak logs since the sun came up, and I haven't stumbled across a single pig, chicken, or cow, so clearly reports of a hostile inhabitant in this new biome were all villagers' gossip. So, this update was published on 3rd of December 2024. So what a fantastic new update. Hopefully I'm gonna make a video about it or a live stream. So let's continue our discussion. I might have lost track of time, but the good news is I still have 6 bundles filled with pale moss carpet and pale oak logs. The bad news that I'm definitely lost in the Pale Garden, and there is an odd sound coming from somewhere. Luckily, it's not completely dark in here. I've discovered something called eye blossoms, a rare flower that only spawns in the Pale Garden and blooms at night in a puff of orange particles. On closer inspection, I've discovered that this flower can be used for dye too. Gosh, I am nailing this investigation. Armed with my bundles, my plan is to follow this trail of eye blossoms so I can exit the Pale Garden as quickly as possible. What's odd is that sometimes from a distance these blooming flowers almost look like eyes. Update, dear reader. Those were eyes. I seem to have come face to face with a creaking. Creakings are hostile mobs that call the Pale Garden home, and if you're lucky enough to stumble upon one, then make sure you keep your eyes on them. The creaking won't move while you're staring at it, but look away, and it's sure to follow. But have no fear, reader. I've my trusty axe with me, and I'll defeat this hostile mob in one fell swoop. This is why being an investigate Minecrafter is both good and bad. My desperate investigations have quickly shown that hitting the creaking mob with an axe does very little, although it does send a smattering of particles shooting out in odd directions. I promise I'll investigate those particles more thoroughly as soon as I've won this staring contest with the creaking. Don't blink, Sophie, don't. So those are written by someone from the developers. Some careful maneuvering and some even more careful steering has revealed a new living block, the creaking heart. I'm sure this block is linked to the creaking in some way, but unfortunately, this is where my courage has run out. Dear reader, it's getting darker and darker, and now I can hear other hostile mobs spawning around me. I want to end this report on a respawn screen. I refuse. Play the drop today, and maybe you can find me. Just need. So, are you excited? It's now on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Play it. It's fantastic. I can't wait to continue because there are many things I missed. I didn't even go to the forest yet in survival, so I'm excited. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video, and goodbye.